To CBS Live coverage in just a moment. First, we want to talk a little bit about the Blue Ridge Marathon, which is in Roanoke on Saturday. Right now, race organizers are meeting to see what needs to be done, if anything, to make next weekend safer. WDBJ7 reporter David Kaplan joins us live in downtown Roanoke with a race organizer. David.
Well, some of those race organizers just finished up talking to Roanoke Police, talking about next weekend. I'm joined now by John Carlin, one of the organizers of the race. I mean, what's changed with you all for the race this weekend in terms of security, if anything?
David, I'll get to that in just a second, but first of all, I just want to let everybody know that on behalf of the Blue Ridge Marathon Organizing Committee, that our thoughts and prayers are with everybody in Boston. We're watching events unfold with the rest of the world, and it's just an absolute tragedy up there. As someone who's finished that marathon a couple of times, I just know how congested that area is, and it just must have been a terrible, terrible time. I just got off the phone with Roanoke Police Chief Chris Perkins not long ago. He has assured me that they are bringing on extra staff, that additional fire and EMS crews will be there, and also there will be enhanced state police presence as well. Then they will be doing everything in their power to check this course before, during, and after the marathon to make sure that everything is safe here in Roanoke for our event, which starts next Saturday morning at 7:30.
Now, a lot of people who hear this news today think, this is unthinkable. And I know in Roanoke, I'm sure safety concerns for the marathon, not a huge issue for the crowds. You were just talking to me earlier about how, normally it's the runners. I mean, tell me about what Roanoke Police has told you about in terms of the crowds and keeping everybody safe with thousands of people downtown for the race on Saturday.
Well, that's the important thing. When we think about safety during one of these events, and that's always one of our primary concerns, we're thinking about runner safety. We're worried about people tripping and falling or twisting an ankle or becoming dehydrated. A couple of years ago, we had a guy who probably shouldn't have been out there, and he had suffered a heart attack on the course, luckily right next to an ambulance. So that's one of the nice things, is we do have medical and aid stations all over. We have 19 water stations on the course. So we've always made safety our primary concern. We haven't been thinking about bombs going off. In Roanoke, you typically don't, and even in Boston, I'm sure you don't. Now this has certainly directed our focus in that direction, and all we can do is the best that we can and work with local police and do everything we can to put on a safe event.
John Carlin, thanks for joining us. And Roanoke Police also told us that they're going to keep under wraps what the increased security plan is. They did just say that more police, there will be a stronger police presence, but didn't give any specifics about what their plan would be to hopefully keep everybody even safer. We're live in downtown Roanoke. David Kaplan, WDBJ7.